Krew, it's time to get ready. Here comes your homie, disabled but deadly. We're talking badass knives and killer gear. Budget to premium, you know we got it here. Raise your blades and let them ring. The time is now, it's the Ultim King.
What it do, Kripple Krew? It's another Tactical Tuesday with your homie, EDC with DBD, Disabled but Deadly, and I hope your week has started off very well. We're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff today, including your favorite knives of 2026 so far. We are well over halfway through the year now, and we have had some absolutely insane bangers drop this year, from budget to premium. You know we got it here. Also, I want to know, yesterday was National Knife Day, and happy belated National Knife Day to the Kripple Krew. I want to know if any of you guys picked anything up for National Knife Day. Is there any new scores on the way? Before we run to the top of the chat to say what it do, I do want to give a quick shout out to everybody who watches these on the lives. Thank you so much for watching those replays. I mean, watching these on replay is what I meant to say. Even if you can't join us and kick it with the Kripple Krew, it's still truly helps out the channel when you do check these out later. I appreciate everybody watching. But we're going to bounce to the top and see that my homeboy, member of Kripple Krew Inc., Mick Effin Ranger, was the first person in the chat dropping in badass emoji. MK Ultra Miranda Keith, yes, I saw your awesome carry sent to me a couple hours ago, and yes, we will share it with the Kripple Krew when we check out those Kripple carries and Kripple critter pictures. Look at those badass emojis. She's the first person, very first person to drop a Mrs. Deebs, a wiggle butt, and a saint emoji. She found that Mrs. DVD. Look at that. Hell yeah. I put those in yesterday. Oh, no, Sunday. Sunday I put those in. And I wondered how long it would take people to notice. Miranda Keith went straight for that Mrs. Deebs. I love to see it. Henry G popping into both chats, stabbing that like button before we started. So did Marco, member Kripple Krew Inc., dropping badass emojis. My brother Mud, member of Kripple Krew Inc., came over. Him and his twin dropped by for a nice little pregame sesh. He also found the saint emoji right away. He was sitting on my couch when he found the saint emoji. He popped out his phone and jumped in to stab the like button. I didn't know what he was doing at first. And then he was like, hey, you've got a saint one now. GST. What it do, homie? He says he's going to be lurking, so if he doesn't say what up to y'all, it's not because he don't love y'all, it's because he's probably trying to make that motherfucking movie, Jack. Burning Stables Forge, member Kripple Krew Inc., what it do? Good to see you, brother. I had fun on Saturday. Folks, if you miss Saturdays, Stabby AFs, and then the live in the Forge, y'all missed some fun times because it was a double header with Clayton and myself. If you missed that, definitely go back, check out his stream. You can check out mine too if you feel like it, but definitely check his out. We did learn though, that Clayton is down with open-toed shoes on airplanes. And even kicking them off. We did learn that. Still don't know how I feel about you, homie. Nah, love you, my brother. Clay Crosby, what's going on, man? I appreciate you stepping that like button in both live streams and dropping those badass emojis. Boz Beast, my brother from a Dutch mother, what it do? How you doing, brethren? Hell yeah. Mud's back home and on the live stream. Stephen Parks, what's going on, my man? Lone Star Dowboy, carry of the day. K-Bar, 8-inch fighting Tonto, and Spyderco Smock. That's a hell of a dope carry. Got more badass emojis coming in from Holland. Kelly, what is up, sis? How are you? My sister Kelly, who thought I was ignoring her this weekend. Yeah. She was trying to do something very nice for me, but she thought that I was ignoring her about her trying to do something nice for me. But it was because my Instagram was locked. I didn't get it back until yesterday. I had to have my brother Chris shoot her a text and be like, yo, tell Kelly I'm not ignoring her. My brother Jim Miller, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? He says working on taxes sucks. One for you, 19 for me, tax man. Yeah. Wiggle butt. There's Burning Sables 4 dropping the wiggle butt fix. All right, we'll do a quick wiggle butt cam because she's in here. She got that rough life going on. It's hard being a wiggle butt. You know? So somebody's got to do it. Got a little bit of wiggle butt cam. You saw a bit of my mess. I really need to yeah, I had some stuff coming in the last few days that I really need to rearrange. Replicant, what it do, homie? Working and lurking. He does give a shout out to everybody in the chat. But you know, you got to make that money. Get that up a little bit so you can see those other channels' coins. There we go. Or chips, I should say. Let's see, scrolling, working and lurking. So you know she's on the road. She picked up a T3 Pro Tech yesterday. I bet you that's in the Kripple carry picture she sent me. We will check that out soon. Burning Sables Forge. He's not waiting because he's working and listening. He will he loves y'all, but he's got to make those knives, you know. All right, we are caught up on that chat, and I thought we would have some fun with polls again today as we talk about the dopest knives of 2026 so far. I'm going to take suggestions for you guys that we will put up into polls, and we will get some votes, and we will see what the Kripple Crew thinks are the best knives of 2026. We can only do 4 at a time, obviously. So we'll try to pick like 4 knives that kind of group together, and I'll throw them up and let folks vote on them. Kneel to the Mac, member Kripple Crew Inc. What it do? I'll have the T3 on the way. Okay, that was a National Knife Day score, and it's on the way. Awesome. That is exciting. So I need suggestions for groups of 4 knives from 2026 that we should throw up and put against each other. What does the chat think? Where should we start? Should we start American? Guns! What it do, homie? Checking in on that Voidical side. Good to see you, brother. If you want to bounce over and kick it with the crew on the horizontal chat, that link is pinned and in the description. Just ordered me a big sandwich for dinner. Haha, nice. That pairs well with whiskey, as does most food. You know what? We are going to start out with, I'm going to put up 4 American knives from this year. I appreciate you popping in and stabbing that like button, Neil. Hope you have a great rest of your day at work. Let me get this poll up. I know where I'm going to start it. There you go. Now Gons is on the horizontal side. This is where I'm going to put. And what was, shit. What's the other one? I got to look something up real quick. That's what I wanted. Oh, that's not where I meant to put it, though. Ha! Getting a 4max tomorrow. Oh, that is dope. Let me actually start the poll properly. Here we go. Look at those wiggles and Saint emojis. I'd give a Saint Cam, but he's not in the room right now. Trish, what's up, Mo Patty? You are in. What's up? Bought a Spyderco Road XL yesterday on sale for knife day and snagged a Rev Tux Tri-Stash V2. Oh. Nice. So we will go right here. Here we go. The first poll we are putting up is 4 knives that definitely go together. We're looking at to see which of y'all are which of the 4 Microtech RAM lock offerings new for 2026 that y'all think is the best. Which one is the best? Is it the MSI Mini? I put Mini MSI, I put Mini Amphibian just so it's easier to, but it is like, I think it's the MSI M, the Amphibian M, the Stitch M, or the SOCOM RAM lock. Not digging those, can't vote. Word? Thinking a freaking brake pack is wearing you out. I hate doing that. Have Zero Microtech won a mini MSI. This one was gifted to me, and I absolutely love it. And it made me want the rest of the minis, and I want the SOCOM Ramlock that they dropped. So I want all of them. We'll see. I haven't had any issues with it yet. I see what you're saying, Boss Beast. And I shouldn't do this shit without gloves. I don't normally spine whack shit because it's not a great test. Let's try the very end of it. How about if we go like this, maybe? I am rock freaking solid. Cindering, perfect, like legit rock solid. And Dom says, what? It do, everybody. Aaron, what's going on? By the way, Indem is a member of Kripple. Hey, good to see you as well, Aaron. I will check out Sasa's review. But I'll try to see how his failed. I don't normally spine whack shit, but that was pretty solid. That's what she said. Hope National Night Weekend. Hell yeah, brother. Hope you did as well. We have a poll going right now. We're going to be talking about the best nights of 2026. Well, of course, we can only go in groups of 4. And I want to see y'all's suggestions. And we will be taking your guys' suggestions to put in the polls. The first poll we started off to kick it off was Microtech Ramlock offerings from 2026. What y'all think is the best one? So put your vote in. Maybe if you don't have one, I've only handled this one in person, but put in the one that you would like to add to your collection the most. Yeah, the full. Do you don't have a full size MSI, do you, brother? I can't remember. Picked up a new Vanguard Cheetah and a premium Dream Tech, as well as a few other premium knives. That's a great National Knife Weekend. That's post show. That's the only one you touched, so it got the vote. Fair enough. Yeah, with my hands, Boz, I get full forefinger behind the pivot. Can choke up there or all the way up to it, and I have room behind. Be like a fifth pocket to you, but you could get your hand on it for sure. And the studs are big enough for your sausage fingers. Got in the clip today already. Put it on. Hell yeah. Best knife of 2026 is my new Vero. But that's because of it being so sentimental. Yeah, I can't wait. I bet you sent pictures of that for your Kripple carry. We will be taking a look at those soon. I want to see where this poll is standing at right now. And it looks like Mini MSI is going to pull that one out. We will end that poll with a Mini MSI as the winner. Whoop. And then, let's look. Don't have any Microtech, but I was looking at the MSI since we last talked about their M-Lock. Yeah, the full size wow, MSI. The full size MSI would fit your hand really well. Favorite bought this knife. Our favorite knife I bought this year might be the Devo Growler V3. That's a good one. Hey, that's a good one. Yeah, your favorite one from this year. Monster Hunter, member Kripple Krew Inc. Appreciate you popping in and stabbing that like button while you could, brother. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm going to do a Devo poll. Let's do best of 2026 Devo. Let's go with the deals haven't actually dropped. Oh, just got a lens clip for the DVD Glideman. Hell yeah, that's awesome. You are in. What is it? What is I'm looking for? What's I gonna put? What's I gonna put? What's I gonna put? Mike John, what's going on, homie? Who their crew there? Who their crew? Where crew? Where for the win? Hell yeah. I gotta look something up real quick. Here we go. Now I know I don't put on there. Where is? That's what we'll put. All right. We will go. Here's 4 Devos. I didn't do the Mega Growler or the Mega Boy because they're not in for sale yet. So we went with the small boy, the Growler V3, the Pony Stout V2, that like premium pimped out one, or the Saloon. Best Devo of 2026. This one I think might get a little more action than the MSI or than the Microtech one because there's probably more Devo owners here. Let me actually grab some of my Devos. I might as well pull mine out. Oh, I love that sound. One, two, three, go. That what I have? Thought I had one more. Can't remember what it was though. Oh no, I'm thinking of Mrs. Deadly's. Okay. These aren't new Devos by any means. These are not 2026 models. We have the very first Devo ever, the Devo Stout V1. We have the first Premium Pony Stout. We have a Growler V1.5, I believe, and a Growler XL. Like I said, not 2025 Six Knives, but that's my Devo collection. I want a small boy. I would love to have all the Devo models, but you know how it go, and we want all of them. But there's way more fire than the checkbook allows. Growler V3 and Stout V2 are my Devo so far. The small boy is a close third. Only one I don't have is that new Growler V3. Jay Wesley, what it do? Remember Kripple Krew Wink? Excuse me while I whip this out. And I have all of those, and it's just yeah. See, I knew this one would be a lot tougher. That's the Microtech was just the first one to come to mind because I was looking down and saw mine. But I knew this Devo one would be a lot tougher. Bit of a fanboy. The detent on the small boy is out of this world. See, that's what I love about Devo knives is you're always gonna have a wild detent. And it feels so good. Feels so good when I flick it. Yeah, that's what that flick right there is what made me fall in love with the Growler when he sent it in so that I could review one. It just feels so perfect every time, even their first model ever. Feels great. Now, does this one have quite as snappy a detent as the others? Not as, it's not, I would say it's not as stout on the stout as they later became, but it still feels perfect. Even though it's not as stout as the others, it feels perfect. And then later on, it just dialed shit in. Got the Stonewash acid wash growler, and now I love acid wash blades. I love the look of acid wash. I do. I need a lot more of it. I prefer an acid wash to a Stonewash or a satin, but you guys know I like darker blades. I love my coated blades. William Hornbostel, member of Kripple Krew Inc. No, I don't. I should have put the nipple on there. Stop, camera. Yo, I said knock it off. What are we not liking? So we can get it to stop. doing that. There we go. Didn't like something. Much more better. It's not doing that pulse on y'all. Big Mark. That Growler V3 go hard. I haven't seen the Growler V3 yet, but it looks so like I haven't handled it, but it looks so good. It's good to see you, brethren. Yeah, that's you. You like Coda Blades as well? Yeah, Acid Wash. It gives me that look, but it also it's such a cool finish to me. Um, mm, I was looking. Yeah. Oh well. I'm just gonna flick this for fun since I saw it. Flick it for fun. Never heard of Debo? Devo, Lefty, and Colin have been killing it. They using? Oh no, it's outside. It's okay, Wiggles. You're fine. Go back to sleep. You didn't even hear it until Yeah, go back to sleep. Good girl. Colin and Lefty rule. Yeah, and they're dope dudes. Both show. It was awesome getting to meet Lefty in person finally at Blade Show this year. I have talked to Lefty so many times over the last couple of years. I've been in the Lefty pass around for 2 years plus now. And to finally get to meet him was dope. Yo, my brother, I saw you was the first one in. I hate moving. It's always sucks. Like once you're done, you're happy in the new spot. But the moving part itself is not. Buzz Beast dropping the gold coin. Thank you, brother. No, we're talking Devo. We're talking Devo. You're going to get a Growler XL salute for that gift. I appreciate you, brother. Let me go. By the mic. Oh, you, my friend, would love a Growler XL and a Mega Growler. I got to handle the Mega Growler. The Mega Boy wasn't at the booth when I stopped by for a second in Atlanta on the last day. But I got to handle the Mega Growler. And this guy at like 9.5 inches is already dope. Man, that 11 plus inch Mega Growler. The detent still felt just like a Growler, and it was so snappy. The first time I flicked it out, I just looked at Kevin Collin and almost melted. It felt so good. Knife. What it do, brethren? Good to see you. We are voting of 2026. That's true. He's such a good dude. I'm gonna pull something up for our next poll. There we go. Got something sorted for our next poll. I'm going to check where our poll stands right now. Ooh, that Growler V3 with a slight lead, like a 1 vote lead on the small boy. Gonna be interesting to see. We'll let that one run for another minute or so, just to see if anybody votes. My favorite Devo is the Tall Boy Stout Growler. Yay, yay, yay. My biggest Devo grails personally are Tall Boy and Small Boy. Those are the two I want the most. These are knives that will never leave the collection. This one can't, as it was gifted. Big shout out to Brother Heyman, Jamie. This was a birthday gift last year. I was like, damn, thank you, brother. So, we let that one run for 12 minutes, and it looks like the Growler V Tree is going to pull out the win on this Devo vote. So, all right, we'll set that down. I'm keeping notes. This next one isn't, these aren't all 2026. This one is just for fun. Whoop. I didn't mean to start. And add 2 more. We got, and we got, all right. This one's just for fun. This isn't best of 2026. It's Dog One. What's going on, man? The poll will be popping up right now. Devo List, Stout V1, Lush, Mash V1 and 2, Growler V2 and Buzz. Hell yeah. Chris, what's going on? The blade length on the Growler XL is 4 inches. 4 inches. Hey, it happens. People do stupid. Sometimes they deserve. Ice cubes work best for me. Oh, come on. There we go. This one here, yeah, the Pony Stout V2 is so sick. The newest one, oh, it is sexy. This one I will always enjoy. This is the OG Pony Stout. That this is what my bug out became. So my bug out, which I now think Trish owns. It was either Trish or, yeah, it wasn't Miranda. It was Trish, I think, that bought it at the Blade Show auction. William Hornboss, a member for 11 months, almost a double flag salute. I don't have a Devo. Maybe I could win one. Hint, hint. But my first bug out, I bought it. I didn't like it stock at all, but I put unlocked composites, contoured carbon fiber scales on it, and a Lynch Northwest clip, and it looked fantastic with the brown Cerakote blade. But it was too thin for my hands. Even with the contoured scales, my hands cramped up using a bug out. I can't use it. And I traded it to Rolf Robertson for this OG Pony Stout, rocking that full tie with the Lynch Northwest side clip and skips installed. And this one I love. And then Rolf donated that bug out to the Blade Walker Blade Aid auction. And that was purchased, I think, I could be wrong. I'm probably being corrected in the chat while I grab some stuff, but I think that was purchased by Trish. Are these the only two I have? Or do I have more? I think these are the only two I have. For our next poll, though, these really like that, Boney. You do get to see everything that's in the pass around, brother. Everything that I bring in. Your waxwing polywog just showed up. Hell yes. Yeah, it does look like a bird of prey. Look at those badass emojis. Now, we're going to check our nip poll. The purple nipple nip is just being edged out by the nipple. Oh, it's fluctuating though, folks. It's fluctuating. We'll give it another minute or two on the nip poll. That's not easy to say. And then we're going to vote on some Tempest knives from 2026. You know, I haven't even looked at this one to see. Where did I put? Oh, I left it outside. That's fine. I'm going to see how blacklight reactive this is. Oh, wild. I need to get some shots of that. There's no way I'm going to show it. Oh, man, this even shows up on camera really well. That's how wild this one is. With all my lights on, you can still see that pop. Damn. That's impressive. Normally, you can't see the blacklight pop at all under the camera or when I have all my lights on. And it looks like the newest nip, the Nip L, is going to win. Somebody wake Lion up. All right. Now, you wearing your Guardians t-shirt right now. That's from that stream. That's awesome, brother. Best of 2026. Tempest. I'm scrolling real quick. Which of these are? Oh, you know what? There is the who made it? But the like, or what else did they have this year? I think this one was. I think we will see. I think that's all 2026 knives. Like those all came this year. 4 Tempest knives up now for Paul. Dude, it has been. It's been so crazy. We can do Katuo next. We can do the best Katuo knives of 2026 so far next. I've been able to review pretty much all of them. And I know I have my favorites. Yeah, the Usurper is so good. DraftKings are the predictions are the Taipan versus the Knoll versus the Pictus XL. I bet you probably can vote on it on something like Cashy. Like bet on it. That would be cool if DraftKings had Knife of the Year stats. But I bet Kalshi does. Got my DLC Usurper in last week and absolutely love it. It is such an amazing knife. That blade, for one, is just so sexy. So bulky, slicey. The handle feels great with the full-length backspacer, giving it that integral-like feeling. And the contoured scales feel awesome in hand. I thought it was going to be too skinny. Like I just said with the bug out, it made my hands cramp. When I first saw the drawing, I loved it, but I thought to myself it was going to be too skinny. But it does go wide enough that it feels good in my hand, and I am absolutely locked in. And then the DLC finish on the scales and backspacer looks so good. You bulky. Lunchtime lurking, dropping that Mrs. DBD emoji, brand new to the chat. Yeah, I realized that I've said before, like you guys have asked before for emojis for the puppers and for a Mrs. DBD emoji. So I figured, I finally remembered on Sunday to add those in. I need to wipe that. It is a fingerprint magnet. That's faux show. Excalibur, Usurper, Griffin. They've had so many good ones. The updated Yakuza was amazing. Their Ludget line has been awesome. The budget Griffin and mini Griffin are amazing. So many good knives from Krew this year. So many. Where is that Devo Tempest pole sitting at? Right now, Mach 71 is running away with it. Running away with it. As you can see currently, I only have 2 Tempest knives. And that is a microjet that's had a blade swap, full hardware swap. So the microjet came with the black blade, and one of the carbon fiber versions came with this blade. Kelly did a swap and had the Ultim with satin left over. And we made a trade, and I got this one added to the collection. One of my top 10 faves in my Ultim collection. It's hard because, man, it's so hard with my Ultim collection to judge what my favorites are. But I love this downdraft. This one is a trade with big homie Jason Cox. I'm going to pull up some of those Kripple carry pictures so we can share what you guys have in the pockets. And the first one we're going to start out with is Miranda Keith, MK Ultra, with the loaded carry as always. We have a Microtech Stitch, or MSI, Microtech MSI, the Duo Venter. We've got the new Thunderbird V, small boy. We got that DBD Glideman next to the DBD chip, and there is the DLC Usurper. Working our way down, we have the Moxie not the Moxie, is it the Moxie? By Burning Sables Forge. We have TKL, we have TRM with the tag along. We gotta have the Tolmac today on Let's Make a Knife for Burning Sables Forge. We've got the Zaxta. No, that's the said Stevie chip, right? T-Kel, Sugar Skull Nux. I'm gonna pop here and pop back here because it's trying to hide some of them. Here we go. Here we go. Our brother Jim Miller with the Magnana Steel Kaimano CDC Breakout, and Taylor Tonto with the Magnana Forest Steel or Forest Hanks. Wow. Viper Raid Pouch. That Kaimano is gotta be one of the sexiest Tontos ever. I'll call it right now. If it didn't have a flipper tab, it would be one of the sexiest Tontos ever. Damn it. That's so sexy. I love the acid wash tie on that. Kripple Critter wanted to get up, give me kisses when I went to take pictures of him. Yo, that's dope, sis. That's sick. I appreciate it. There it is, the North Mountain Blade Chop V3, the best chop ever with the Lee Williams Kickstop Flipper Tab. We have the Wix Co. Ragnar and the Mach 71 from Tempest. Deebs can't talk right now, but we've got a badass carry right from budget to premium. We got it here, and some freaking Ultim. Love it. Attachment. Whoa, chonkiest pixies. Stud Horse Smash It, Extreme Ratio Fat Boy, and WWT Gear Dragoth with the WTG Aries Gen 2. Wow. Take a look at those while I let Saint outside real quick. Do you want to go outside with us? Come on. You can go outside with them. What? You're going to want out anyway, Wiggle Butt. You got to go potty, Saint. Yeah, you did. You don't want to go out there with him, Wiggle? Are you too comfy in your bed? Yeah, you too comfy chilling? But he's going to want right back in. Look at those. Look at those big ass fixies. Like, damn. Let's take a look at what Knife Nut 69 sent in. Ooh, there is that Waxwing Polywalk. Oh, that looks good. Hell yeah. Great pocket dropper sheath. Fantastic. Kripple Krew always has the best carries. Sheila, what is up, Whamming Adventures? Thank you. She says, don't forget to stab that like button. Member of Kripple Krew Inc. Doing a lot of all black lately. Haven't been camping in 20 years, but keep behind the big old knives. I hope physical therapy goes well, Sheila. More badass emojis, especially with the puppers. Molly, Molly, not Moxie. Berkeley, Serico, what it do, brethren, what it do? Yes, do you want outside with him? Oh no, he's chilling. He's gonna stay outside. Okay, you can go back to sleep. The chops have been wild. Love the Sandmine they did. Still blows my mind that they could mass produce it. Yeah, they're killing it. Let's see where our Tempest poll is going to end. Definitely, the Mach 71 ran away with the best Tempest knife. Now, I'm going to pull up another one. Let's get this stream going. Nope. Not what I meant to click. There we go. That's what I meant to click. I'm putting two together, which is kind of cheating, but I wanted to be able to get a couple of knives on this. Look. Man, I could do like four Katuo bowls easily. But this one, we are going to stop with that's what we'll put. I want to put those against each other. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, we will do wait, those were last year. I can't put those on there. Look at something else real quick. I'm getting the next poll going, but one of them that I was putting on this year. So instead, I got to change it up. To this. Here we go. Here's the first poll. Usurper, Dirty Bird, Raijin, and Akimbo. I've had the Griffins on there, but the Griffins were last year, not this year. Much as I shouldn't have, I pre-ordered the new misdemeanor as well. That Class B looks nice. I know Griffin would probably give the Usurper a run for its money, but it was available last year because they were all available before Christmas. Like button engaged. I am having a fantastic day, Sheila. Hope you are as well. We're more about getting both streams. I hope so too as well, Sheila. Surgery always sucks. Hashburger. Just wish Usurper had a bit better access to the lock bar. I feel you. He could use slightly better access and a better sharpening choil. But it is such a great knife. I can't wait to see all the new colorways. I'm glad this is taken off for our homeboy Sever so well that they're already dropping a second run of colorways. That is great. Griffin is such a nasty knife. Still don't know if I can outweigh the Usurper. I get you. Yeah, that Dirty Bird is what gives this a run for my money as my favorite Gaduo ever. That Dirty Bird was a freaking awesome knife to review. Oh, we don't have this going. So everybody can know that we are on live stream Dirty Dozen. This is number 12 if we make it through it without color. The Usurper or his work in progress. Yeah, he has a few dope works in progress right now, and also already has that KB get some. I want to get some. You know? I am now come on. What, dog? Why you growling? Huh? I'm trying to remember which of these are from this year. What is your drama, Wicklebutt? Oh, I know what I'll put for the next one. Okay, let's see where that is. Robert Jones, what it do, brethren? Member of Kripple Inc. Good to see you, homie. We are voting on Best Knives of 2026, and we're doing it by groups of 4. We've already voted on Microtech's Best Drop of 2026 and the Mini MSI one. The Nipple, the Vosteed Nip Large, was everybody's favorite nip, but the best Devo drop of 2026 was voted the Growler V3. The Mach 71 took our top Tempest spot. And now we're voting on best Krew of 2026. The Yakuza 100% my next too. I love the looks of the Yakuza, all of them, all 3 versions. Yeah, it's going to be awesome when he's distributing Ketsuo for Europe over there. Word and I could see that. My T-Gel to remove my gallbladder. Currently, the usurper is running away with it. So now we are going to do something. We will do and we will go with the I know the first one on here is a re-release, but it is this year. Best of 2026 Spyderco. We have the re-release of the Tonto PM2, the Edgerati, the PM2 Lightweight, or the Sage 6. Endem says this is the easiest poll of my life. Want to know what your favorite Spyderco this year is? The one that I wanted the absolute most this year, no surprise, was the PM2 Tonto. And my $0 Grail build has turned into one of my favorite knives, period. The one that I want the most from that, oh, that's hard. I was about to say the one that I want the most from that list is the Edgerati. But I think the Sage 6 is right freaking there. So I really don't know for sure which one would be the one I want the most out of that list. I mean, and I would like to check out the PM2 Lightweight. but a Sage 6 and an Edgerati are both very high on my list. PM2 Tonto. Oh, I should have put that on there. I should have put that on there. You know what? We're going to do a separate PM2 poll next. Just for funsies. I could have put the Magnamax Manix too. Yeah, the Spyderco's going to need a couple of polls. What? Yo! That sucks. Man, Dolly was a treasure. Whether you listen to her music or not, that woman was a national treasure. Oh, I'm gonna let the wiggly one out real quick. Yeah, I double checked. I looked it up. I didn't think he'd joke about something like that, but I did a quick Google, and yeah, no more Dolly. Go ahead, puppers. Told you the wiggly one was gonna want out with him. Flick him out, Warney. Smock is still an awesome looking spider. Yeah, I really, really want a Smock. Yeah, Vaya con Dios, Dolly, go with God. Can't find my ABW Model 1. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, I loves my Warney. I need to rebuild it. I'm not happy with this build. Even though I love the acoustics of this build, I'm just not loving it. I never was a fan of the blue. And I put the aluminum scales on it, and I kept this color because originally this had orange G10, and I was kind of trying to give it a nod to that. But I have yet to be able to fall in love with this build. So I think it's going to get new scales, a new clip, and new hardware at some point. Because I love this blade. But I prefer the builds on both of my other Spydercos more, both of my other PM2s more than the Warney. So I need to fix that. That Warney needs to get a full rebuild. Even like it needs to go to a Lynch Northwest clip. Whether I do the regular or the right hand clip, it needs to go to a Lynch Northwest. Yeah, there's a lot of work to go into this morning. Man, that's sad. I mean, she was 80, but yeah, an icon for sure. The knife in the center of the screen. What's up, Sean Blakely? Checking in on the vertical live stream. If you're talking about this bad boy right here, it is titanium. It's DLC coated titanium. This is the Katuo Usurper by our homie Sever 7. The beautiful compound ground DLC M390 Tonto. And this one also has the DLC coated scales and backspacer. Fantastic knife with a front flipper or that blade cutout for flicking. Krew Usurper. There is an affiliate link for Krew in the description of the live streams if you choose to use it. Yeah, for real, homie. Waiting for the Rex 121 spot. What is the listed? Well, are you talking about Spyderco's listed price? Those are always scary. Thomas McDonald. Canis is one of the top Spideys on my actual grail list, not just my wish list. Met her when she was with Porter Wagner. What you saw was what you got. I heard she was just as sweet of a person as she appeared to be. Yo, that's a good deal. Wish the warning was a hollow. This one. This hollow warning by Spyderco is quite possibly the sharpest knife factory edge I have ever felt. Such a scary sharp blade on this hollow ground warning. You guys have seen me whittle beard hairs with it. It's beyond shaving sharp. And it just looks wicked. Goes from that thick blade down to so thin. Overall, I don't know. It is hard. I go back and forth between whether I like this or this better. Like, I love PM2s, but something about this Jimbo. That warning gets me horny every time. And it is the best action of any of my Spideys. Let's do. I want to check that poll. PM2 Tonto ran away with it, it looks like. I want to do a different poll. Not this one isn't 2026 necessarily. Here you go. This isn't necessarily. I guess the LMAX is the only one that's not from this year. But I want to see which PM2 is going to win. An M4 Tonto, a Rex 121 Warnie, the LMAX Spear Point PM2 with the wave feature, or for regular blade shape, instead of just doing a regular PM2 and picking one of the cool blade steels, let's go with the 15V lightweight. Favorite PM2 or the one you want the most? I feel you, brother. I feel you for sure. I posted about some stuff on National Knife Day, but Deadly daughter just, started college again. Yesterday was first day of her sophomore year. And that means college payments start again. That's so crazy about Dolly. I mean, again, I understand it's not really crazy because she was 80 years old. It just, some people transcend celebrity to where you actually like, oh, damn, when they're gone. She's one of them. But I got him. My God, a Nudreki and a Geotype aloof on the way. Oh no. I need a Nudreki so bad. And the type aloof looks badass. I love me some Baloof. So, working on a design right now with a different company, but I want to run a name by you guys. I want to call it the BBW, the Big Back Morning. Yeah, the BBW, Big Back Warning. Or not Big Backed, Big Back Warning. And then later on, I could do a BBC, a Big Back Clip. What do you guys think of rocking the BBC and BB Dub names? I love it. We got to have some fun with names, right? There's so many names. It's hard to name a knife. All right. That's the one that I'm working on first is the BBW. I want everybody to be able to play with the BBW. Yeah, that truck is almost ready though. Like it's coming along. Gonna whip it out of work and hit them with, you want to see my BBW? Yep. And then later on you could do BBC. But the BBW's got to come first. I'm gonna let the dogs back in real quick. All right, let the doggies back in. If this was like 2021 or 2022, I could have dropped a Let's Go Brandon Tonto. Think about that one for a second. A Let's Go Brandon Tonto would have been hilarious and gone hard. But we're a little past that in the zeitgeist. Michael Miller, what it do? Oh no, that's no fun. I didn't do it, you. I sense a theme here. Talk about the design I'm working on right now with a different company, the BBW, Big Back Warning. Customize a new note. Oh no, they picked you. That's gonna cost you some money. Renthor, what it do, homie? Checking in on that vertical side. If you're just lurking and listening, of course, you're free to chill there. But if you want to chat with the rest of the crew, you'll need to pop over to the horizontal stream, which is both in the pinned comment and at the very top of the description. Folks, if anybody else is seeing only part of these knives, then yeah, and you're in the vertical stream, if you want to see everything on the mat and chat with the crew, the horizontal live stream is where it's at. And that link is, like I said, in the pinned comment and at the very top of the description of the vertical live stream. You will find a link to the horizontal stream. My favorite spot to go right there. Yeah, you love that, Jimbo. Just sent you some BC love, bro. She was definitely first class. And there isn't a boy that grew up in the last several decades until maybe recently. But I think even boys growing up recently still had some of them thoughts about Dolly. But I know every boy that grew up in the 80s and 90s had some thoughts about her. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you, Mick, for dropping that. But you did drop it in the horizontal, brother. I'm going to check our PM2, and the Rex 121 Warney looks to be running away. Definitely running. I had some thoughts. I was trying to keep it classy. Have a killer day, Mud. Love you, brother. What? An employee just asked you, in Texas no less, like in the South, who Dolly was? Very true, very true. Very true, Michael Miller. Now that's just sad. But I bet they know who Bad Bunny is. Civilization's gone to shit, folks. You don't need to be, brother, but if you want to vote or chat with the rest of the crew, because the polls are only in the vertical stream. I mean, the horizontal stream. But like I said, if you're just lurking and listening, you can chill there. You just don't see everything. Yeah, ask them if they know what Dollywood is. If they can answer Dollywood but not know Dolly, then something's wrong. Bloominati freaking ninja OG ass member Kripple Krew Inc. What? And no. He says work sucks. He's working right now. Man, I tell Mrs. Deadly all the time. There's every day, almost every day, you could see something. But I'll look at her and I'll just be like, see, Idiocracy was a documentary people weren't believing. Idiocracy was 100% a documentary for our times. It's got what the plants like, or it's got what plants need. It's got electrolytes, Brondo. Flicking the bean. The Xandros. So sexy. Mud got to check this out today. And one of the first things he said when he opened it and handled it, he was like, whoa, It's not slick. One of the things that I typically hate about an entropic finish is the knife is so slick. But this, like I said, it has to have some type of clear coat on it because it's actually grippy. It feels good. Back to work. Have a great day, William Hornbostel. B-N-A. Human cheat code. Member Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? Tristan, projectiles are sharp. Remember Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? This Endem, this is the Monster Xandros Lightning Edition. And today is the last day that you can get it for $215. Or less if you buy multiple knives. But today is the last day of the Monster and Wixco flash sales for New Knife Day. At $200, you get $50 off, like they're stacking discounts. Plus, you can use code DBD. The new Xandros Lightning, DLC overhand. Let me wipe this. DLC over a hand satin. And then the darkest entropic finish, going to very bright blue. But that I've checked, the darkest purple entropic that I've checked out on a knife. And just, whoop, all the hardware is DLC coated and looks amazing. And then the Xandros is quite possibly their best frame lock action. Yeah, today only on the Monster website. Today's the last day. The stacking discounts start at $200. You save $50. At $400, you save $120, and it goes up. But plus code DBD takes an extra 10% off. Just buying this knife alone, this is $289 normally retail. So with my code, it would normally be $260 or just over. But today, if you put my code in, you can get this for $215. Really should. For Dolly, we should lower flags for Dolly. So I have traded or given away every other knife that I've received or sold with an entropic finish. This is the first one that I'm going to keep. The way they got all those dark perps, and then the way it looks, the entropic with the DLC hardware, it looks so good. We've got a PM2. Wait, did I finish the PM2? We're about to call the PM2 vote. Looks like Rex 2021 is running away with it. Yeah, we're going to end that poll. I kind of thought that would be the answer on that one. There we go. Renthor joining the crew in the horizontal. What it do? Jesse checking in from the west side with that pregame. Like I said, I've gotten rid of every other Lightning Anno knife I've ever received. I've gotten rid of, or bought, or traded for. Any one that I've ever received in any means, I've gotten rid of. This is the first one that I'm going to keep. And then the Xandros action is so nutty. And because of this coating, even with that Lightning Anno, I can easily do a front flip. And I'm willing to do it over some of my favorite knives. Even with a Lightning Anno. I've never felt one that wasn't slick. But I can grip that enough to give that front flipper a rip. Rex is not doing well for you. Be shady. He said I picked my own. Good to see you, B Shady. Yeah, that. Oh, come on, focus on that DLC. There we go. Fingerprints all over it again. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. We're gonna call. Oh, we called the Spider Co poll, and we're gonna start a different poll. Um, and I almost didn't put mine on this poll, but I'm gonna do it anyway. But be honest, best of 2026, Monster now. I'm gonna pull out the knives that I have in the poll. We have the Xandros, the Reaver, such a big bastard, the Chroma in LMAX, or the DBD Glideman. I'm not trying to be my own fluffer, but it's a 2026 model. So I got to put it out there. Where'd I just put my deal? There it is. There's my DLC. No, that doesn't show. That does. Best Monster of 2026. Don't own Monster or Wixco. It makes this easy and you know my answer. All of them. Damn. Yeah, where you are, that don't work, brother. Especially at work. But even at home, that doesn't work. But you couldn't carry those on the job, period. Because you're on the water all the time. Or, at least right next to it all the freaking time. Put a couple of these away. Lick my pit bull for a minute. The DBD Ultimate Glideman. I appreciate you, brother. Reaver would have been the first choice if it was lefty friendly. I feel you. This is your size. This is definitely your size. This is their biggest knife yet. So, I do want to give you guys a little bit of an update on what I'm doing with Monster. The upcoming stuff with them, with me, like the Glide Master, those we're looking 2027. Monster is about to move to a new, even larger facility. And so my projects with them are on hold until they've moved factories. But we have other stuff in the works that might happen this year. We shall see, folks. Welcome back, Gabe Harlan. We have been running polls on the best of 2026, and we are currently talking about the best of from Monster. These are our poll options. So far, the Glideman is pulling away, which I truly appreciate. Next for me is a Cypress from Rob Johnson with the birth date as the born date. That's awesome. Moving on to 3 to 5 a year. You're finally there. B Shady, you do have one of the sickest collections. Faux show. We're going to check out while we've got that poll run, and we do have a couple more Instagram Kripple carry pictures. We wanted to see that. Okay. Let's share this screen. And first we have BNA with the Spider Co. Sage 6 in S9DV with the awesome ride right behind. Robert Jones with a PM2 Tonto with such sick scales and beautiful DLC hardware. We have the Tasca Tools Gremlin, Neutron 2 with Lizard Skin 3D tie and a Lynch Northwest Pry. Oh, I know who that is. That's a Trouble Bunny notebook cover right there, folks. Trouble Bunny notebook cover, that beautiful notebook cover right there with the Lost Dutchman wallet, Wild Kripple Carry. Probably going to change the scales, but check out the Angel Shark prototype from BC Blades. That's a wild warning. I dig it. I like the pinch spot here for just using for, quick cuts. But then you got that ring for Karambit style if you need to. That's a good looking blade, homie. We have some awesome knife makers in this community. Do all right. Definitely have fun with it. Hell yeah. What was I just about to grab? Oh, I know what I was just about to grab. Duh. About to grab my BC Blade Crusader V2. Folks, I just put up a review on 3 BC Blades fixies on Friday. If you haven't seen that yet, I recommend checking that out after the stream. And this week, the video will go up on the BC Blades Last Mile Proto Custom Folder. I had to do that one on its own video separate from the fixies because that's such a cool prototype folder. You will see that video soon, and then you will see those knives minus this one all headed to, they are on their way to Sever 7 now, so you will see videos from him soon on some BC Blades. Lancelot Leather does great work. Yo, sister just gave me a 3-tier rolling knife storage unit. That's awesome. Kurt White. What it do, homie? What it do? We've been voting on some best of 2026 today from all different brands. Right now, we are currently on Monster. I want to check that poll real quick, and it looks like the Glideman DBD's gonna run away with it. I truly appreciate that, and I hope y'all really do love it. Just ordered myself a Lightning Xandros. Hell yeah. That's awesome. It is such a sexy beast. Do you want out, buddy? Or do you want to lay down? You're going to lay down right on me? Okay. Good boy. Are you going to block your sister's bed too? Yeah? Do you want some Saint Cam? Yeah, you want some Saint Cam? Oh, he's a pretty boy. Are you a pretty boy? Yeah, you play. Oh, yeah, he's a big boy. He's a big boy. Here's my extra large glove size hand on his shoulder. And just kind of give you an idea. Here it is on his cheek. Give you an idea of how big this dog's head is. Come on, buddy. Yes. Here's my hand compared to his back paw. Like he's a big boy. How long that is. Yeah. Yeah, he's my big boy. He's like, why you messing with me, Daddy? Just pet. Just pet me, Daddy. That's all I need. Oh, somebody got jealous. He's blocking your bed. You can take his bed if you want. You can have his bed, Wiggles. Oh, you steal it when I tell you not to. But now you're going to act all abused because he's blocking your bed. All right. There's some more Kripple Critter video. Ben C. What's going on? You be dog. Bladed Ginger, what's up, my man? Checking in on that vertical side. Good to see you. He is. I have some pictures of him where he's jumped on Miss, like he's laying on the couch with Mrs. Deadly, and he just works her. He's put his front paw on his face one time, like with his paw spread, and it covered her face. There we go. Checking in on that horizontal. 17-hour workday yesterday. Damn. Yeah, we were talking about her. That's an icon lost for sure. That's why we are really willing to trade. You know, the little piece of us they take with them doesn't compare to the amount of joy that we get while we have them. The trade-off is worth it. We will go with, okay, we're going to move these out of the way now. We're going to do another best of 2026 poll. Move these Monsters and put them in the Monster drawer. We'll look at this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay. All right. Best of 2026 Wixco. We have the Jugger. The splark. We've got a couple splarks here so you can see the carbon fiber and the glow. The Phoenix or the Drax 2 luminous carbon fiber. No, I need to grab my other light for this one. This one's not going to be bright enough in the... It goes so green in my other UV. Get that poll going. Blessed EDC. Maybe if Kripple Inc. what it do. Still got a one moon seedling and an Aries thistle up for sales to cover Xena's vet bill. Folks, both of those are awesome knives. I got to handle that one moon seedling. It's so dope. And the Aries EDC knife is always badass. Out delivering packages right now. Out my Titan X pin for a minute. I know folks popped when the jugger dropped. This is their largest knife to date. And their first button lock. The Splark was the first blade released with their luminous green G10. And that like folding dowel sword blade shape with killer action. However, you choose, whoops, that was my finger in the way of the flipper tab. However, you choose to actuate it. We also have the Phoenix, a knife anybody can learn to front flip. And I believe anybody can hit the reach around on the Phoenix. Plus, you've got that nutty blade hole or blade cutout for phenomenal action. And then the updated Drax V2 contoured red shred carbon fiber that lights up so green and then glows with a little bit of UV. The jugger is nasty. I agree. This one here is a Blade City exclusive. I got to grab my other flashlight real quick so that you guys can see. I left it in the garage after I showed it to Mud while pre-gaming earlier. No, stay, buddy. I'm not coming. I'm not staying out in the garage. Okay, no, I didn't. I brought it in. Walked out here for no reason. You're the dogs. Yeah, I got them both up and moving around for no reason. Where'd I put the flashlight? When I came inside, I would have. There it is. There it is. You're good dogs. You can lay down. You're good puppies. You're getting acoustics from the mole sect mantle while I was walking. Let's go. There we go. Now that's popping on camera. Now you can really see that green pop. And then with enough time, it glows a little. But man, look at all of that. Look at all that green in there. That looks so dope. Got the luminous G10. I don't remember, not really. Saw someone say my name, but they disappeared. Multiple jobs makes it legal, is what he's saying. 17 hours, multiple jobs. Yeah, the Seedling is such a cool knife. I got to handle it, and man, for such a small handle, it's so chubby that you really can get a good grip on it in multiple ways. Oh, I should have put the Ragnar CF on there. But it's not really a new knife for 2026. It's just a new scale material on an existing knife. I bet you the downdraft will absolutely pop with this light. Oh, yeah. Now I'm using the Workos HD02 Pro, which has a pretty bright black light on it. Tell you another one that looks dope is the Mega Growler going from black to pink. All through the side cut, and then look at that. That looks freaking dope. Also love the Vortex, but I'm a little nervous because it looks like it's one that'll bite hard. The Vortex has been my most carried Wixco model. Out of their first run of blades, it was my favorite. Carried the Micarta one for a while. We gave that one away. Not happening, Cicero, at least not on camera. Remember, Kripple Krew, ain't good to see you, homie. But when they finally put the Ultim one into production, like I kept telling them they needed to do, this became my new Vortex that I rock. But I am so excited for you guys when the Vortex XLs drop soon. These are bad ass. Remove this and show you a little, just slightly, if we back everything up to the edge. Right there. And we are slightly longer than the Splark and just a little shorter than the Jugger. It's going to come in the green luminous G10, or there's multiple carbon fiber colors. Mrs. Deadly has the purple. Not only do you have multiple ways to open this bad boy, you have multiple ways to close it, because this is a button operated liner lock. You can use that liner when you're fidgeting, or you can use that button. Very snappy action. Thumb studs that are removable if you just want to use the blade hole, but the thumb studs work well as a wave feature if you want them to. I can use that blade hole all day, or the studs are perfect. This is definitely a Bluminati style blade right here. And let's look. Overall, we are 8.15 inches or so. 8.1 inches. Just a little over 8. And then that added finger choil that they didn't have on the smaller one gives you an awesome choke up spot, a spot for your middle finger, and an index grip. It's a great blade for a pinch. Talk about a package opener, a box opener, cardboard destroyer extraordinaire. Coming soon to a pocket near you. I'm going to check that Wixco poll. See where we at right now. The Jugger. The Drax 2 is the only one even close. No love for the Phoenix. This is like, I think I described this as an executive knife, but for like the CEO of a private security firm. Jugger definitely running that away. Can I sell you on Ultim? Well, if you get the right Ultim, it is obviously one of my favorite handle materials. Not only do you get to see the internals of your knife, which one did I just review that you could see? Oh, what was it that I just, where are you? Here it is. Like on the Mulsect 808D, you can actually see the milled racetrack and the internal stop pin. I've always liked being able to see through and see the action of the knife, you know, see the lock system. But it's a lightweight material that feels great in hand. It is not going to transfer heat or cold. It's a great one to use in the wintertime because it just doesn't transfer temperature. And it's non-porous. So it is the easiest to clean. Easiest to keep clean. You're not going to stain it. I have several people that use these as fishing and hunting knives because they don't mind getting guts all over it because it's easy to take apart and clean. But Ultim done right feels great in hand. Ultim done wrong feels like cheap plastic. But as a material, it is so lightweight. Like this pin, the magnets are the heaviest part of this pin. The driver, it's just such a crazy lightweight material that looks good and feels good in hand. Neil Mack back on lunch break. What it do, what it do. We are currently voting on the best Wixco of 2026. I couldn't put the Vortex XL on there because it hasn't released yet. Trio fall. What it do? What it do? Absolutely. Unlike Gryvery or G10, you're not ever going to stain it. Unlike Gryvery, it doesn't, well, when it's done right, it doesn't feel cheap. And it's lighter than G10, easier to keep clean than G10, and feels better in hand. Contour, like well-rounded edges on Ultim feel better in hand than G10 does, because it does get smoother. Like if this was all smooth, if we didn't do the texture, like it would be slicker in hand, because you can make this come to such a smooth polish. But that means rounded edges on it feel better in hand than G10 does. It's strong, lightweight, and always looks the same. Oh, I always forget. Let me turn off auto translate. This is such a new thing that I keep forgetting to turn this off in the chat so people don't cuss unless they mean it. This stream's, we're not going to go too much longer. I'm not going to worry about it. Well, forget it. Let's just turn it off if this will let me. There we go. Go in there. Go. Custom. Turn it off. Save. All right, live chat translation is off. Yeah. If y'all missed it, we also talked about the name of a current design that I am working on. I'm not going to say with whom, but one of the upcoming blades is going to be the BBW, the Big Back Warning. Chicken fried steak, what it do? Good to see you. We're going to do the Big Back Warning, the BBW first, and then later we'll do the BBC, the Big Back Clip. Going to make them girthy, very girthy, and hand filling. Chamfer are contoured so you can have a nice round BBW in hand. Or so you could pull out your thick BBC. You know. Oh, man, Canard. What it do? Good to see you, homie. Well, check. It looks like the Jugger's going to win the best Wixco of 2026 poll. One name away from winning a Tequila Sunrise Michael. Oh, that would have been dope. That would have been dope. Yeah, unless this right here, what I'm doing, is your work, then work sucks. Luckily for me, I have the dopest job in the world, talking to you guys. Like, and flicking things. This is the best job in the world. Regular work, though, yeah, that stuff sucks. Man, that thwack's so hard. Dang. It's been a few days since I carried this. Actually, it's probably been 2 weeks since I carried the Pitbull. The longest I've gone without it. Oh, that thwack. Because I've been carrying so many other knives lately. But then when I pull it back out, that thwack makes me so happy. Red Thor gifting a membership to Kripple Krew Wink that went to Slice and Poke. Hell yeah, thank you, Red Thor. I appreciate the support, brother. Here's a flag salute for you, and we'll give you an acoustic salute from that pit bull from TRM. Bottom mic. Hey, Indum, I have not. So I haven't brought much budget stuff in lately. I'm not in like Flynn with Civivi. And so if I bring that stuff in, it comes in from the lefty pass around. And I have slowed down on the pass around lately because shipping costs were eating me alive with all the giveaways I was doing, and then all the pass around stuff I was bringing. I've slowed down on the pass around a little bit, so I haven't brought in Civivis as of late. Let's pull up. Oh yeah, you're talking about the Elite Brava, the new Elite series with the S35. Right. These right here. Ew, that sucks, Neil to the Mac. And chicken fried steak, forget that. It's not too hot here today, but we are surrounded by smoke. Like our air quality is crap again. Just absolutely crap again. Yeah, I would like to check one of these out. This is their top liner lock with S35 in aluminum. They're going to be doing that Elite series now, which is going to be, $100, probably just over $100 on regular websites. I don't know what map is on these yet. I didn't look to see if anybody else had it. Let's see, White Mountain Knives. What's their price on it? Oh no, they're 123 as well. So map is 123. They're out of stock. If they had it, you could use code DBD to save 10%, save $12. But yeah, so $1.25 on Civivi. I don't know. I don't know what I think about that. I get that we're getting very nice materials here. We are getting very close. Very close to Hogan Kershaw USA pricing. That better feel real good. I know it's competing with like the Boss Steed stuff, like say the PSYOP. But we're already used to that price range from Boss Steed. I'm sure the knife's going to feel great because we/Civivi know what they're doing. I've got to feel the knife though. I'm not saying the materials aren't worth the price. They are, if the knife is done right. But no personal experience yet. Gareth HB, my brother from a South African mother, member of Kripple Krew Inc. forever. What it do? Good to see you, brother. 81 and 33 air quality. Damn, B Shady got it nice today. Yeah, we're 90s, and last I checked, it was 130 on its way up again. Yesterday was 180 on the air quality. Sunday was the first day in over a month that we had good air quality in the green. It was 33 for one day. Man, we kicked that back door open, let some fresh air in for the first time in over a month. It's been rocking well over 100, typically 130 to 180 for our air quality lately. Checking in from Mozambique. How goes Mozambique, brother? Yeah, like it's, again, I know that it's competing with like Boss Steed's running at around the same price, but this one has LMAX and, you know, beautiful contoured micarta, which I would say this micarta is just as good as aluminum. So I think this beats that Sevivia Materials for about the same price. We'll see. We'll see how they do with it. And it could also be that the design itself doesn't really grab me. Dude, so on 5.8, so you even got the right address. That is awesome. Like the right number on it. Yeah, that Thunderbird V is dope. Those are my two todays at Vanax and LMAX. Oh, T-Bird and Psyop. Or just those the two steels you rocking. What was I about to do? Oh, I was gonna check out the Instagram. And we go. We got Gabe Harlan's brand new Vero that looks damn, homie. Hey, have a killer day, Neil to the Mac. Check this out, folks. Look at this Vero. Ooh-wee. Oh, that clip looks so good. That anno looks so good. And there we go. The Avid 3 titanium with a wild anno job on it. That looks so good, homie. They killed it. I'm sure you love that, my brother. Oh, Excalibur and Mini Vert Excalibur. Word, double trouble. That is sexy, Gabe. They absolutely nailed that. Be shady rocking them Excaliburs. The only, where you go, you should be right. Yeah. Still the only Kunwu made knife in my collection is the Sunspear by Tack Knives. OEM'd by Kunwu. I can't wait till these drop again with the budget and premium versions. That micarta looks so good. Y'all trying to tell me Gabe has the cool knife? That's Gabe's new badass Vero Avid Tree. This, I didn't get to check out the zipper on the first go round. He thought he sent me one of the regular milled aluminum ones. But this new rock texture, he did send in. And I am loving this little utility knife for 54 bucks. And the blade swap is awesome. I like this system. did exactly what you had pictured in your head. Oh, dude, that's 100% grill quality. And that tack knife action. This feels even more premium than usual for some reason. I don't know what it is about the trigger. A little bit to choke up on there without getting onto the blade. Some Mozambique pictures, huh? Somebody's been having a little bit of fun. We're gonna start off. I can't even tell what this little critter is. I cannot tell what that is. The beach in Mozambique. We got damn them some big ass prawns. That looks beautiful. I always love seeing how many people ride in sandals in other countries. Look at that. There's some beautiful shots. Boy, that's an ugly one. Got himself a shark. That little baby black tip. Big ass ray. No, I don't know about how big he is. I can't tell really, but definitely don't want to be stung by that whip. There we go. He's cool looking. Somebody's been having a good trip, you can tell. Beautiful, brother. Looks like you're having an awesome time. Ooh, there's the B Shady Excalibur group or pair with the tie dice and the awesome tie pocket jank. And then we've got, of course, oh man, that is some awesome carry today, brother. Love those Kunwus. The Excaliburs are dope. Got 3 rays. Okay, so it was a baby octopus. I thought it might be, but it was really hard to tell. Man, looks like you're having an awesome trip, brother. How much longer are you there? What time is it right now? Is it going on about 9 p.m. or 8:30 till Saturday? Ooh, so you still got plenty of time. The tie dice that Chavez has been selling on their whatnot. 9:30. Word. Is Mozambique in the same time zone as home for you? Two weeks in Mozambique. Sounds like a movie. Garrus could get up to a lot of trouble in Mozambique in 2 weeks. It's a good thing it looks like he has some adult supervision. Moving some of these out of the way now that we're not voting. Favorite dice are hand forged right in my own city. That's dope. That is dope. Put these wicks goes out the way. Move out some American heat. Yeah, we'll bust out some American heat. Oh, every time. Ooh. You've had to pay the cops 3 times so far. Hey, at least you're in a place where you can pay them off. And got kicked out of clubs. You don't know why. Oh, what do you expect, man? What do you expect? I'm not like dissing Africa, but it does seem like a place where they could use a couple extra bucks and they'd be happy to take a payoff. It is what it is here. You can go to jail or you can grease a couple of palms. I don't even want to think what Mozambique jail would be like. You know? That's definitely not on my bucket list to experience. It would suck to get picked up after you get robbed, right? Talk to you later, brother. Get ready. Get another payoff ready. We do. Which is why I like to see Garrus shots from his trips. He always shows a much more beautiful side than what we see. Still live or not, but I saw a picture of a Chavo's auto and DCN for $100. Damn. Yeah, it's a cage in the bush. Yeah, you don't want to be in those jails. Yeah, if they just got kicked out, probably a fight going on, I'm sure. Get the payoff ready, brother. Yeah, I would like to make a South African trip sometime and go over, not only visit with my brother Gareth, but also tour around and go to some of our different homies, knife makers over there. And where did I? Oh, there you are. Like, big homie Francois Massain, and Blix on Blades, and Rutherford Forge. It'd be awesome to get to go check them all out and see, let Gareth show me what Africa has to offer. Not some brochure, not some paid for scrubbed, and completely sanitized tourist trip. But go kick it with some Africans. Afrikaans. My bad. Afrikaans. Go cheetah watching and shark fishing and spear chucking. We can have all kinds of fun. It's Francois Massin Custom. Oh, my only custom folder coming straight from South Africa. Listen to that. I can say it in them because I said we'd be doing it. I don't know if I'll still be on in 15 minutes, but if I'm not, brother, shoot me a message on IG and let me know you're okay. I feel my throat trying to give out on me. It's getting harder to push. But that sounds so good. Oh, not when I hit the mic. The videos on the Nkosi and the XM18 will be posted over the next 2 weeks because these really do need to go back to brother Robert Jones. He keeps telling me to hang on to him, and I have been, and I've been loving them, but eventually I got to get them back to him. So you're going to see those videos soon. And the new Deadite. The tenable, are you talking about the tenable Deadite? I reviewed the concept Deadite a while back, but the tenable Deadite's here right now. All right, P. Shady, always good chatting with you, my brother. Have a killer rest of your week. The action on this Deadite feels awesome. Nice clip point blade. This one has the really good looking Damascus. We're robo mode for a second. Damascus with that diamond textured aluminum. Beautiful bougie bish right here. Mozambique. Yes, I have really enjoyed the Deadite. It's not my typical blade style. It does have a little bit of a trail to that clip point. I normally am not a fan, but they made it work and they made it look so good. So good. So good. Get you too. And good action on that. On that crossbar. Very cool knives. I'm a big fan of Tenable. Code DBD saves you money. All right, folks. The Twill Carbon. Yeah, the micarta I think is the version I would go with. But the Twill Carbon looks great too. Um this wouldn't be my usual style, but I think the way that they did it on this looks good. I actually think it looks better than the way they did it on my Budget Bougie Bish Fenrir. I think it looks better on the Deadite, way better on the Deadite. But the micarta would probably be my choice. Okay, folks, it is definitely getting tougher to try to push this out. So I think we're gonna have to call it a day. Y'all have some amazing carries as per usual, and I always appreciate you sharing those. That's what these are. I call these my budget bougie. Well, this thing, but I call these. This one is my budget bougie bish right here. My triple B. That's my budget bougie bish. And we are going robo mode. There we go. As always, I hope you guys know I love every one of you. You guys mean a lot to me, and your support is what keeps me going. I appreciate you all. I love you all. And as we have said many times, this community is absolutely amazing and supportive. If you're having a rough time, if you're going through something and you need to talk to somebody, reach out. You can reach out to me. You can hit me up on IG is the easiest way, but you can also email me. You can reach out to anybody in this crew, and they will take some time and talk with you, pray with you if it's what you need. Sometimes that's all it takes to help you feel a little bit better, but never suffer in silence because this community has your back, Kripple Krew. There's nothing like it. The EDC community is wild, and the Kripple Krew is the best familia in it. Until next time, I hope everybody has a fantastic week. Stay safe, stay frosty. Most importantly, Kripple Krew, stay freaking deadly.